Hey, you guys, welcome back to Naughty Love Movement. It's your girl, Nikki, and today I'm bringing opportunities for advertisement on my channel. If anyone is interested, they can email us at naughtylove2020@gmail.com. Our prices are affordable and reasonable, and please reach out to us. We can start our videos with any commercials that you would like us to advertise. I look forward to hearing from you. I'm out. One. Good morning, Naughty Crew. Welcome. Happy Tuesday to you, top of the morning. Yes. How's everybody doing? How's everybody feeling? I hope y'all are doing great. Hope y'all having a wonderful start to your day. Yes, please get in here. Shout out to the Naughty Crew. All right, welcome back to the Naughty Love Movement. It shows Naughty, bring you the latest and trending topics. And of course, I vlog my life. All right, as you come up in the room, make sure you are liking the video and sharing this live out. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. We're on the path to 5K subs. Yes, we are doing it. And without y'all, it would not be no me. It would not be no naughty love movement. So I appreciate y'all pulling up for your girl every single day. And we have a lot to get into today. On today's roster, we're going to get into Congress defending Caitlin Clark from the WNBA. Ciao. When Congress get involved with the WNBA, like, can we get equal pay for the girls? Like, if it wasn't for the Angel Reese's of the world, like bringing social media to the forefront, like, this is why the WNBA is popping ton right now. Okay, let's just talk about it. But we're gonna get into all the controversy surrounding her. I don't want to make it a race conversation, but people are making it about race. All right, but we're going to dive in. Also, I want to get into the aftermath of the Jay-Z concerts. Look, if you ask me, the Carters are successful. Why? Because everyone's talking about them. All right. We're going to get into people criticizing Teyana Taylor's performance. I don't think TT did bad. You know what I mean? I pointed out the obvious when Beyonce first came on. Her voice ain't sound too Poppington either. You know what I'm saying? Like, people always have a damn opinion. But say what you want. TT is the ish. She's the shit. Okay, so leave her alone. But we're going to get into her response to all of that. I want to get into Stephon Diggs and the backlash of his lawsuit. You know, the defendant or the man that's suing him, he threatened to put out all these text messages and things like that. And Stephon Diggs is challenging that. All right. Who else I wanted to get into? Oh, the BratZ. Updates on the BratZ. She spoke a final word when it comes to the conflict between her and Deb Anthony, okay? Sun ain't cleaning the water. Somebody lying, Naughty Crew. Somebody is lying, all right? And if we can, we'll get to other topics because I kind of want to touch on the housewife situation. I don't know. Y'all let me know in the comments if y'all want to talk about it. We'll get to it. But please, please engage with the channel, like the video, share this live out. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. I have set up a poll. Please participate. I also set a goal for this live. So if you guys can help me reach my goal, I will appreciate it. All right, from the bottom of my heart. Y'all like the video? Like the video. Good morning, Tony. Good morning, Tara. Good morning, Diamond Divas. Good morning, Natalia. Yes. How's everybody doing? Grand Rising to everyone. My eyes are like, let me tell you, y'all. Towards the end of the day yesterday, I had the worst allergy attack. It was like the worst. It came out of nowhere. I don't know what set it off. And if you have allergies, you understand. Like, and I have year-round allergies, so like anything can set my shit off. So I had a horrible sleep last night. My eyes are blurry. I could barely see, but I got my specs. Okay. Hey, Tara. Good morning. Good morning. Hey everybody, what is going on? Natalia, thank you for the engagement over there on Facebook. Shout out to my peeps joining me on the Instagrammies. Hey Kim, I see you. Hey Lawanda, I see you. Good morning, Grand Rising Queens. Yeah, my eyes are like watery. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot going on with the allergy. And it could have been anything. It could have been anything. So please, please get these likes up. I'm gonna give people a chance to load up in the room. Yes, ma'am. Yes, yes. Shout out, Lawrence. Lawrence, you are. How can I put this? Put comments. Thank you, Tara. Thank you so much for setting it off. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Lawrence is shot out, okay? My mom Cece, she knows of him. Lawrence is shot out. He was in my comments, and he posted under my video that I made reacting to Remy Ma's new video. And Lawrence said, must get boring talking about her for months now. Like, Lawrence, if you don't get your life, I will talk about whatever I want, however I want, whenever I want on my platform. And I responded to him and I said, no, actually, I will never get tired of talking about Remy Ma. Thank you so much, Diamond Diva. I appreciate you. Thank you for gifting a membership. I appreciate y'all. Okay. Please thank Diamond Diva, whoever gets the membership. Let me see who gets it. Sound check. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Sound check. Please thank Diamond Diva for the membership. So anyway, I said I am not tired. Actually, I prefer to speak on Remy Ma above her side chicks. Okay, like who I'm bored of is Ressa Coleslaw Crash Out and Pompuse. That's who I'm bored of. Like, because they're whole frauds out here, Lauren. So if you must know, no, I'm not tired of talking about Remy Ma. Actually, she has a lot of great things going on that I'm interested in talking about. I'm interested to see where she's going with her career because she's not a fraud. She is not a fraud. Give me 1 second, y'all. I had to set up. It's going to be a hot one today over in New Jersey, okay? It's going to be a whopping 95 degrees. I said, hair up in a bun, t-shirt, dress, it is, okay? Sometimes simpler is better. Let me know where y'all joining me from. I love to see, where my demographic is. What's up with this thing? So let me know where y'all joining from. The hell? Must have been an update. Must have been an update last night. Hey, James. Yes, Jersey in the house. Hey, Ham Sandwich. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. My eyes are really, really blurry. Soundcheck said, thank you to Diamond Diva. Appreciate you all. So, Lawrence, although I appreciate the engagement, can we keep it cute? How do I get out of this? Sorry, y'all. They did some mess on my computer. Shut down. Okay. They always doing some mess overnight. Then you come in what the hell? Yes, 16 likes. Yes. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for the likes. Thank y'all for the likes. So, Lawrence, I see you are going to be the thorn in my side that I probably need. You know what I mean? It's all good. I love me a good challenge. Hey, Fat Cat. Hey, John. Without what's going on, y'all? Grand Rising Queens. Let's get into it. Okay. So Congress has decided to come defend Caitlin Clark of the WNBA. Let me tell you something. Caitlin Clark pretty much came up off of Angel Reese's likeness and back, okay? And a lot of people are outraged about this, the fact that Congress had something to say, and we want to get into it. But I really, really hate this. I really, really hate that the Congress got involved. Let the sports be the sports. Hold on. Okay, so Congress decided to get into the WNBA business. Shout out to AR Perry 01 for breaking this down. And let me just remind y'all, everything we discuss here falls under fair use commentary. All right. Copyright at disclaimer 107 is in the description box. We're just here to give our opinions about the trending topics. We do not condone bullying or harassing. Okay. So fair use, fair use, fair use. All right. Let's see what Congress had to say about this whole situation. Because I was like, what? Congress, go sit down. Don't y'all got wars to end? Don't y'all have a whole economy to fix? We all tired of the inflation, child.
A day to respond to this because yes, I did see it yesterday, and my initial thought was this is absolutely ridiculous. If you're not aware, Republican members of Congress wrote a letter to still in position Commissioner Kathy, basically accusing the WNBA of not protecting Caitlin Clark. I laughed out loud when I saw poked her in the eye in this official letter. Because why would people get poked in the eye playing basketball? That is got to be targeted. What frustrates me the most about this, besides the fact that it's absolutely not true, in my opinion, Caitlin is not being targeted, she's being guarded like every other player, is that Congress could actually be helping Americans right now. Grocery prices, healthcare costs, insurance costs. I guarantee you none of...
Okay, let's talk about it. Y'all got bigger fish to fry than to be worried about the WNBA. What is going on, Congress? What the blood clot? I can't with them. They selective outrage is pissing me off. Girl, what's going on?
None of these people have ever seen a WNBA game, but they're using Caitlin as a political pawn. to score cultural war points, especially in this climate with this president and what's happening right now. We cannot ignore that. This doesn't help that conversation. In my opinion as well, this is much deeper than basketball because in our society, white women are seen as fragile, delicate, innocent, needing protection. On the flip side, Black women in our society and also in the WNBA are seen as angry, aggressive, intimidating. These are scary Black women, and the white men in Congress want to protect the fragile, innocent Caitlyn. And my thing is, why is this just specific to Caitlyn? These people do not actually care about the WNBA, women, specifically Black women, or making anything actually better. They care about preserving white supremacy. For those Caucasian people in America who are actively anti-racist and try to shut down all of these negative stereotypes about Black women, you know what needs to be said, specifically by Caitlyn. Now, for people who like to ignore that these systems exist, they're going to be in the comments saying, what can she do? She could shut this down immediately by saying, guys, I'm actually not being targeted. But the truth is, she may actually believe that. One thing I can tell you, if Paige Becker's name was in that letter, we would have already heard from her and she would be denouncing it immediately. I had to give myself a day to respond to this because yes, I did see it yesterday and my initial...
A lot of what she said is very, very true. And it's all about the images, okay? This is
wanted the car.
Sorry. And where was Congress when they were attacking Angel Reese? I'm just saying.
Listen, I want to be a fan of Caitlin Clark. I really do, but it feels like I'm watching a World Cup. Look at this. Caitlin has a fistful of Lacon's jersey, and then she flops because Lacon is trying to like get out of there. Like, look at this, bro. Like the theatrics. It's too much. Look, here's another one. See if you can catch it. She flops and then she loses the ball out of bounds. It's just a part of her game, and it's not going anywhere. You never see Aaliyah Boston flop. You never see Kelsey Mitchell flop. Look, you think I'm exaggerating? Watch this with her and BG. Look at this. She act like she got shot. Like, for me, it just takes away from all the great things you could do on the basketball court. Like, watch this. She flops on her own screen. Look, nothing even happened. And then she's grabbing Sinai Rivers' jersey and goes down. This isn't even a compilation of the full game. This all happened in the fourth quarter. It's just so crazy to me because you hit that big ass shot a couple nights ago and I gave you credit for that. And then you just negate all of that. Look, watch this. She throws her head back 3 times in one possession. 1, 2, 3. Like, come on, bro. This isn't basketball. Like, what are we doing? What's crazy is some of y'all like this shit. I don't understand it. This is the icing on the cake. She gets a delayed game because she kicks the ball. Why did you do that? Why the did you do that? And then look, she's in disbelief because they called it. This is so crazy to me. That's an adult. Listen, I want to be a fan of Caitlin Clark. I really do, but it feels like I'm watching a...
Is Caitlin Clark carrying it, like being a Karen in the WNBA? Y'all let me know, Naughty Crew. Y'all let me know. But so many people have so much to say about this. I want to hear from you all. It's crazy. A lot of people are speaking out. So, shout out to, I think it's Etant Thomas. He says, where was Congressman when Angel Reese was clotheslined her rookie year? Or when Aja Wilson got punched in the face and was bleeding? You don't care about protecting women. Just one white woman. This was Chuck Modi, the collision, child. Yep. So Congress demands accountability for multiple attacks on Caitlin Clark. I mean, isn't it a contact sport? Isn't it a contact sport? Since when do we need Congress to step in? This is just weird to me. It's calculated, and I think it's a deflection and distraction, okay? So then, another post. Wouldn't any athlete be humiliated if the government said we need to come in and protect you because you can't handle your own business?
I want general thoughts on this, Chuck, but then also if you can speak to, because I think we have to talk about it, like what's Caitlin Clark's responsibility in this context? Because again, as a pro athlete, I could imagine one would feel humiliated, not helped by this, but actually openly embarrassed and at minimum, just terribly distracted. by something like this. I mean, they are making legal demands on the commissioner of the WNBA to answer, I should have included this, to answer a questionnaire about how they deal with racially motivated violence against white people. Like, what is your agenda for stopping the attacks on white? I want general thoughts on this, Chuck, but then also if you can speak to, because I think we have to talk about it, like, what's Caitlin Clark's?
So I asked my Naughty crew, like, what is Caitlin Clark's responsibility in this? James, he says, next, that's what's going to happen. Players are going to start getting locked up over fouls. Woo. It's crazy. But it's a thing. It's a thing.
What about Colin? Just quickly in the wrap.
Paraphrasing it.
Oh, sorry. That's Colin Kaepernick. We're going to get into that. That leads to the aftermath of Jay-Z. Okay. This is Stephanie White speaking on the situation.
You have a generational talent and a WNBA superstar who had 2 cheap shots right there that weren't called. And I just say again, absolutely unacceptable. Absolutely unacceptable. I think as a league, as a whole, there's been so much more toxicity, racism, homophobia, straight out like nonsense, hate nonsense.
You see my other videos, you already know that I don't believe this was an intentional foul, but death threats? I hate that Stephanie and the Fever and the WNBA are like, I don't know where all this homophobia and racism is coming from. We are acting like Caitlin suffered a career-ending injury. Her neck was not even red. The fact that AT even had to come out and say, my children's lives are being threatened. Player safety includes us too, before the WNBA gives a ChatGPT response. Because if this was actually genuine, it would have happened before AT said anything. Pause to read. And like AT said here, trolling is completely different than hatred. Even just as a women's basketball content creator, you know how many times I get called the N-word and how many times I get DMs about people not liking my content, which I literally do not care, but are people giving out my address, going to my job, threatening my life? That is completely different. And Stephanie White coached AT for multiple years. You mean to tell me you think she actually made cheap shots at Caitlin? And you didn't think that was gonna incite the very racist, very homophobic fans that your organization continues to propel? I wanna know where the investigations are. Because if one person released Caitlin Clark's address, I think they would be arrested. Where is the accountability? I get it. You want to believe that it doesn't matter that Caitlin is a white woman in America and that AT is a black woman who's much stronger, but it does matter. Stephanie knew that. The WNBA knew that. The FIBA organization knew that. Caitlin's silence knows that. So this very reactive response from Stephanie and Kathy and the W just lets us know they do not care.
You have a generational talent and a WNBA superstar.
Period. Okay. Where we gonna go next? A lot of people have something to say about this. Y'all let me know. Does Caitlin have a duty to speak up, or do you think she's exercising her white privilege? I'm just saying.
Has sent Chelsea Gray a racial slur after the Indiana Fever as being her team, the Aces. Chelsea Gray posted this on her story after the Fever won. And she said, people act like we just make shit up. And audacity to tell us athletes to shut up and dribble. By the way, this is the guy that said this to Chelsea Gray. You know, they found out what job he works at, so pretty sure he's going to get fired soon. And this was the play that got her racial slurs. And black women have been telling y'all. Angel Reese has been getting complaints about Caitlin Clark fans. Alicia Thomas has been getting complaints. Many black women has been getting complaints about Caitlin Clark fans. And I need more black women to speak up. Because this is not even surprising. Black women has been telling y'all for years. Angel Reese been telling us for years. And people didn't want to believe her. People were saying she was over-exaggerating. now people starting to wake up now. How Caitlin Clark fans are the Indian Fever fans. Why do you think all these conservative white Trump supporters support Caitlin Clark and Sophie Cunningham so much? Exactly. And it's just basketball, but apparently they're supposed to let her score. So Caitlin Clark fans have sent Chelsea Gray a racial slur after the Indiana Fever has been her team.
I agree. Angel Reese has been complaining about this for years. Hold on, you guys. I'm coming. I just have to. That date made me delayed, but I want to hear from you guys. I want to hear from you guys. Hey, Queen. Hey, Kim. Ooh, 100. Hey, Detroit. Hey, Kim. She said 100 degrees, girl. We right there. It probably feel like 100 degrees with the humidity and everything. So I'm enjoying the cool air while I can. So let me know what y'all think, because Angel Reese has been speaking up about this for the longest, but it seems to me that Caitlin Clark is very, very protected. And if it wasn't for Black women, it may not be WNBA. And they tried to make Angel Reese, they tried to put this stereotype on her like she was this angry Black woman. That's what they always try to do.
Look, watch this. I'm Caitlin Clark. Hold on. Ah, I hit my ankle.
Government save me. Republicans.
Did you see it? That's me. I'm Caitlin Clark. This is acting. And it's a damn good job. I'm almost impressed. Because what you're going for, you got to go for it. I always wonder what's going through Stephanie White's head when stuff like this happens. Because her face is saying a lot of things. Also, she looks like a Hogwarts professor. That's not an insult. I love Harry Potter. They reviewed this for offensive foul, but like more than an offensive foul. Look at this shit. Look, they reviewed that shit, and they're reviewing it because the government sent a strongly worded letter. This is why I say I can't be a fan. I can't. Nothing happened there. Look, she's still defending. Look, she's still fine. She's watching the ball to see whether or not it goes in. Here's another angle. Nothing happened to her. That's just a basketball move. What are we doing? The is this? Look right here. Leah Boss said elbow this shit out of Naylissa Smith. Right in her face. Here's a better angle. Look at that elbow straight to the eye socket.
And we've seen your elbows and
Why
things
do
like
I
that
get
against competitors.
Why do I get an elbow stray? I have literally no time out. We are putting an end to my elbow strays because I have done none of that.
Aaliyah, stop, bro. You love elbows. You love them. It's your favorite body part. Kelsey Mitchell is the best player on the floor. She had 27. Look at this shot on Jewel Lloyd. Jewel Lloyd didn't have a chance in hell. This is Kelsey Mitchell's team, but she's too humble to say that. So I'll say it for her. Why the is Sophie Cunningham wide the open? There's a lot of things Sophie Cunningham can't do. She can't keep her nose out of other people's business. She can't seem to keep MAGA people out of her orbit. But one thing she's very good at is knocking down open threes. So why the is she wide open? The Aces got cooked by a 100-pound woman in a rash guard from Ron John's surf shop. And then what the is this? This is weird as hell. I don't care what you say. Dana White didn't even know the WNBA existed before yesterday. He had no idea. Look, watch this. I'm Caitlin Clark. Hold on. Ow. I hit my ankle.
Government save me. Republicans.
Did you see it? That's me. I'm Caitlin Clark. This is acting. And it's a damn good job. I'm almost impressed. Because what you're going for, you got to go for it. I always wonder what's going through Stephanie White's head when stuff like this happens. Because her face is saying a lot of things. Also, she looks like a Hogwarts professor. That's not an insult. I love Harry Potter. They reviewed this for offensive foul, but like more than an offensive foul. Look at this shit. Look, they reviewed that shit, and they're reviewing it because the government sent a strongly worded letter. This is why I say I can't be a fan. I can't. Nothing happened there. Look, she's still defending. Look, she's still fine. She's watching the ball to see whether or not it goes in. Here's another angle. Nothing happened.
Sorry, do you feel like the government is overreacting and overprotecting Caitlin Clark? Like, at the end of the day, it's basketball is going to happen, okay?
I can't imagine being there and watching this in real time, nor did I watch the game on TV. So I'm just curious, what did you guys think watching this as it happened. Secondly, I wonder what Congress thinks, because I know that they were tuned in. I'm actually concerned about what is happening with Caitlin Clark's mental health. No, I do not know this woman. This is complete speculation. But if you think about April 2023, when LSU won the national championship, and that's when people found out who Caitlin Clark was. Angel Reese made Caitlin Clark famous. And if you don't believe that, just look at Google. You can see the spike of who is Caitlin Clark shortly after that happened. Now, Caitlin Clark played at Iowa from 2020 to 2024, but most of her fans never heard of her until the media was able to capitalize off of this race war by a Black woman waving her finger in Caitlin's face. And so Caitlin is a good basketball player, but she's not great. And that's my personal opinion and opinion of a lot of people. And Caitlin, I also believe, realizes this. But she said, hey, I'm going to ride this wave of white supremacy right to the bank. And that's what she's done. What has been exposed over the years is her absolutely piss poor attitude, her absolutely terrible defense. And although logo threes are super cool, we love to see them and they're really exciting, Caitlin has focused so heavily on just that one aspect of her game that she's improved almost nowhere else, which in my opinion is why her teams have never won championships. There have been so many people over the last 3 years who have realized, I thought I liked Caitlin Clark as a player until I actually started watching her play all the time. The WNBA choosing to have all of the Fever games on TV has only highlighted more, and in my opinion, lost Caitlin more fans based on her behavior. I do want to add, she's not just a good three-point shooter, she also is really great at passing. So it's not about hating her per se. Behavior is something I would expect to see in maybe a third or fourth grader. I personally would not want children to look up to this type of behavior. Sure, people are flopping all over the place in the NBA and the WNBA, like flopping happens. But this is her weaponizing her whiteness, and that is different. She hasn't come out and said anything about Congress. She hasn't spoken out that she's not being bullied, and she's doing this when nothing literally happened. On the flip side, Paige Beckers, once again yesterday, is highlighting Black women. I can't imagine being there and watching this in real time.
Ooh, child, this is a heavy topic. That's why I wanted to talk about it this morning with my naughty crew. Do you feel like Caitlin Clark is exercising her white privilege? Seriously. And I'm not trying to be racist. I mean, and this is an institution where the foreground, where the foundation was laid out by Black women. Okay, you don't believe me?
Black women, specifically, I grew up with a lot of prominent Black women in my life that were very important to me and how I was raised and how I grew up, being my stepmom, my AAU coach. So I understand like how amazing they are and how they should get the same equal opportunity as a white woman, as a white man, to be an important piece of this league. And it was built on a lot of Black women, this league was. So it's definitely right for them to get the same equal opportunity as everybody else. Black women, specifically, I grew up with a lot of prominent Black women.
Right? Like, we laid the foundation, a lot of us, all right? So why did she get to be a Becky? Not a Becky, a Karen, you know what I mean? During the game. And this is the vibe it's giving me. Like, she Karen situations when they don't go her way so that they can go in her favor. But Angel Reese has been speaking out about this for years. Like, but Angel is winning, okay? She's doing her thing down in Atlanta.
Angel Reese joins us courtside. Angel, who are you telling to call you?
It was somebody talking shit on the sideline.
Angel Reese joins us. She said, hey,
Call me.
Call me a little bit.
I love it. Call me. Pick up the phone. Pick up the phone. Chill.
Reese throws the elbow, and that's going to be an offensive foul on me here. Caught that in the face, and they're going to take another look at that. And Reese is trying to say it was a flop, and this is going to be absolutely worth taking a second look at.
Shouldn't Caitlin Clark be judged to the same standard? I'm just saying, like, come on now. But Angel Reese, she probably is going to be MVP. I agree with you. Shout out to the WNBA. And that's Kayla McBride. Let me see. Angel Reese, she had 23 points, 13 rebounds. I love Angel Reese. I love everything that she stands for. She is winning, okay?
Angel Reese returned to the lineup, and the Atlanta Dream are back in the win column. And they had us a little scared for a second. The Atlanta Dream beat the LA Sparks 101-92. And Angel talk her-ish Barbie went insane tonight. She was hitting threes, talking trash, doing the dirty work, grabbing the boards, never quitting on play. I just know all the GMs around the league are just understanding what Angel Reese brings to a basketball team, understanding why she should have been an all-star starter, understanding all.
And she brings the stars out, baby. Say what you want. If I was down in Atlanta, I'll be going to the games.
All of these things. Angel Reese was that girl tonight. 23 points, 13 rebounds, 3 steals, made all her free throws. What the F, Barbie? Alicia Gray was also phenomenal tonight. She had 20 points, 2 assists, 2 steals, made a lot of the smart plays during the game. Jordan Canada was solid as always. 16 points, 3 rebounds, 9 assists. I don't think Jordan Canada is getting enough of her 9s and 10s for the type of season that she's having this year. Jordan Canada is so much of an anchor for this dream team, and I just don't even feel like people fully are grasping how important she is for their success. But let's talk about the youngin' Izzy. Izzy had 10 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist, 5 from 9 from the field, and she is just playing with so much confidence. Her confidence is so T. I'm really enjoying watching her game evolve, and I'm really impressed with the type of confidence that Coach Carl Smesco has instilled in her, and I think it's really paying off. Sparks has solid performances from Ray Burrell, from Wheeler, from Queen NECA. The game really turned on second chance points and rebound. Seeing Angel out of the lineup and now seeing her back in the lineup, I mean, out rebounding LA 43-32. Dream has 16 second chance points compared to LA's 6. Ball moving from Atlanta was also really key. Atlanta is winning games where they're still not as efficient as their opponents and not shooting as well from behind the arc as their opponents. They're still winning these games says a lot. When the Atlanta Dream really just peg down on their shot selection and their efficiency, they could be the number 1, number 2 team in the league. They just have to get there. But anyway, you guys shout down below. Let me know what you think. And I'm glad Angel's back in this lineup. Angel Reese returned.
Do your thing. Shout out It's Seaways World Esquire for breaking that down. Angel is winning, and I hope she do get the MVP award. I really, really do. But this whole Caitlin Clark situation, is causing controversy.
But when you look at Angel Reese and what she does, this is one of these things that you really can't teach, because it's about the heart and the effort. Not easy to do. I played against some really great rebounders. Yolanda Griffith comes to my mind from the Sacramento Monarchs. One of those players who moves so well without the ball. She plays physical, and what I like about Angel Reese's game, the physicality is where she starts. Whether she's driving to the basket, she's like a Mack truck coming down the middle. She actually finishes left or right, even improving in her game. So this double-double, only 2 players in the WNBA, Jess Shepherd and Angel Reese, averaging a double-double. But when you look at Angel Reese and what she does.
When I look at Angel Reese, I see natural-born talent. Yeah. She raises the bar. The girls got to work that much harder. And that's what I feel about it. You know what I'm saying? And that's why they doing this bull swanky madness, Congress stepping in and things like that, because things aren't going according to the way they feel like things should go. And Angel is getting the shine, especially once she moved to Atlanta. Child, she's bringing all the celebrities out, okay, which means an uptick in tickets. And I just feel like Caitlin Clark is a Karen. I do. Yes, Miss Magic, Angel is the truth. Good morning. Yes, please hit the like button. Tyra says, I believe they're trying to take away a lot of freedoms sports may be next. I mean, they already started with the NFL, no? And a lot of people saying they got their house ninja, Jay-Z, to win over the black folk. Hey, ham sandwich. They are taking advantage of this politics and sports. He was just caught doing something illegal during FIFA. This administration and cheaters and losers at the same time. Child, did y'all hear Tommy from Love and Hip Flop got arrested for illegally going into the FIFA games? Child, Tommy, go sit down. Caitlyn is not living up to her standard. She's not balling out like they thought. And Angel is doing what she was doing in college. Right. Because she has the natural talent. Caitlyn is giving, like, she's trying to Donald Trump the situation. You know, the way he cheat and lies his way through everything, allegedly. My opinion. He really does, though. He really does. You talking about a man that buys everything on credit for his business and then files bankruptcy. Stop me when I'm lying. That's why when they was campaigning, and he's campaigning like, oh, he's a great businessman. Everybody on the East Coast knew different. Yeah. Business. You talk about a man that married his mistress, put it all on his credit card, and filed bankruptcy. Okay? It's out there. Y'all fact check me. Tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm wrong. But shout out to the WNBA. Shout out to Angel Reese. I love everything you doing down there in Atlanta. I hope you get the MVP award for real. And I think you should. Well, I like that Asia won the BET award. But I think Angel Reese is doing some great things. And I think she's getting that shine that she needs over in Atlanta. But I don't think I feel like Angel will shine no matter where she goes. And that's my opinion. And I think it's just because she has pure talent. Hey, Fat Cat. Logging in from Montclair, New Jersey. Love you down to the ground, girl. And thank you for always sending me all those stories. Right, James. Caitlyn was pampered in college and plays harder. All right, you guys, that's all I have on that topic. I love everything that Angel brought to the WNBA, putting the WNBA on the map with like social media and stuff. To me, in my opinion, she raised the stock of the WNBA. Okay. I just feel that's my opinion. You don't necessarily have to agree with me or whatever, but that's my opinion. And I feel like Caitlyn kind of rode the coattail of Angel Reese, and now it's coming out who really is the baller out of this situation. So y'all get these likes up, get these likes up, get these likes up. So let's go over to TT. I love Teyana Taylor. Loved her. Since she was on my Super Sweet 16, I like from that one episode, I knew Teyana Taylor was going to be great. She's a great choreographer. She's a triple threat, right? She acts, she sings, she probably raps, she dances. A lot of these choreographed routines, Teyana Taylor is behind it. She is. So, people, as you all know, she's been having a lot of great things happen for her. She just got the Icon Award at the BET Awards, okay? I think she definitely deserves it. And so here recently, she performed at Jay-Z's concert this past weekend, and people were criticizing TT for her vocals, and I found that kind of odd, because why didn't y'all criticize Beyonce? And we went over that on this channel. Her vocals weren't the best. Okay, that first performance when she had on the pinstripe suit, and I'm not trying to take away from Beyonce's talent, but it just goes to show how these are human, right? They're gonna make mistakes. Even Mariah Carey has made mistakes or whatever. With singing, like vocals, it's hard to maintain your vocals. It really, really is. But people are getting on TT talking about her performance, and she came out here. So here's what everybody is talking about. Let's get into it. Shout out to the eyes are blurry. They BF Daily, okay, and here's TT's performance, and this is posted by EJ King. We'll wait till her vocals. And I have to correct, I thought Mary J. Blige was actually there. She gave a shout out to Jay-Z from her concert.
Listen, I just want to come in and just put a little quick little chime in on this little debacle going on with my sister, because I just don't play about my sister. And I think that I have came across this girl's page. I think it was like, Candace the Great or something like that, and she was like, "Oh, this is Apollo Hour for Teyana." It's always them. It's always the people that will never touch the magnitude of what you are critiquing. It's easy to say what you would have done. It's easy to be like, she sounds this, that. You do it. I want to see them do it. I want to see the people that be having the most to say do it. Get to the point to being able to do it. The people that question why she did it. Why is Teyana not Beyonce? Well, that's what she was asked to do. Listen,
all right, so why y'all being so hard on her? I feel like she did.
But until then, lately, I'm the one who's crazy. It's like the way I'm making me feel. I'm just trying to get I got the time to knock this hustle for real. Yeah.
Hey, yeah. She can sing, okay? Jay, thank you for allowing me. Hold on, let me make sure I'm not. Okay. Thank you for allowing me to be a part of such an iconic night. Thank you for the opportunity, the trust, and the honor. I'll never take a moment like this for granted. I'll carry this one with me forever. Happy 30th anniversary to the albums that changed the culture forever. So Teyana, she came out and she said the sound and in ears said not today. And people need to understand, even Cardi B said this recently when she performed at the Essence Festival. It's a totally different sound when you're in the open stadium. And it has to be hard. And sometimes you feel like you have to scream, like you're forced to scream because of all of the noise around you or whatever. But it's a hard job to perform in an open stadium like that. But she said, but guess what? The gratitude was louder than any mic could ever be. I may not have been able to hear a damn thing, but one thing I could do was see. I got to see this little Harlem girl stand beside the GOAT in Yankee Stadium in front of over 40,000 people who showed so much love. If you would have told this little Harlem girl that one day she shared a stage with Jay-Z in one of the most iconic stadiums in the world, she will never believe you. Father God has a funny way of reminding you just how far you've come. One minute you're caught up in everything that's going on wrong. In the next, he's gently reminds you that you're standing in the middle of a prayer you once whispered as a little girl. In Jesus' name, amen. And amen to that, TT. Amen to that. Shout out to her. Look, she survived divorce. She's a single mother. She's out here getting to the bag. Why are y'all so mad? Why are y'all so mad and critical? And EJ is right. Let me see y'all do it, okay? And the other thing is, like, even with my critique of Beyonce, like, I just know that's not her best. But I'm not going to hold her feet to the fire. Like, whatever.
Thinking of this time to give you a piece of my mind. Who you think you are? And one day you'll be a star. But until then,
I'm the one who's thinking. That's my song. Yeah. Classic. Classic. Let me see what y'all saying in the comments. They better leave TT alone. I want to hear the remake to Can't Knock the Hustle with her voice. Okay, James. Like, I want to hear the remake. I love TT and Beyonce, and I'm tired of putting our people against each other, but don't do it to the white folks. Got you. Hey, G-Ma. All basketball players should protect. Caitlyn, fight back. Quit being a punk. Right. Happy Tuesday. Hey, Robert's wife. Hey, Leticia. What's going on? Let me tell you something. People need to remember that all of these celebrities and these artists are human, just like us, okay? And they have their good days and their bad days, right? Nobody's perfect. Not Beyonce, not Teyana Taylor, but I love TT. I love her. Loved her since my Super Sweet 16. Yeah, I think she did well too. Even Beyonce made up for hers with the Drunken Love performance. So, like, can we cut each other a break sometimes? Like, seriously. Seriously. So, speaking of the Jay-Z, there's a lot going on there. There's a lot of aftermath from this concert. Let's get into it. So first off, Jay-Z reveals there's going to be additional shows. They're going on the road. All right. He's having a show in London, Paris, Los Angeles. All right. So it was a success. All right. To the point people wanted to go on the road. Shout out to him, but with all greatness, child, Charlie Baltimore out here running her mouth, child. I find it ironic. All the dialogue, you messy. You are messy. All the dialogue. I think they want Jay-Z to be the bad guy so bad. When in all actuality, can he just be a shrewd businessman? Like,
some people to be claiming he's so irrelevant, man. People was fucking trampling over each other to get in there. You had rappers there, celebrities, everybody to see this Mr. Irrelevant. And everybody thinks he's this and that, but it was truly a time. And even thinking about Jay-Z, how he even shaped, or even my childhood, and sure your childhood, it's like a part of our legacy, a part of our history of watching his growth and listening to his music, going through certain things. And this was like a culmination of all of that, or at least for me. I seen influencers there, everybody there that's vibing out. And there was like a 3-hour delay last night, but people gonna wait. People are gonna wait, and sold it out, obviously. it just goes to show you how powerful his impact really is on the culture, despite the handful of trolls that continuously attack Jay-Z. So I didn't get to see a lot of it. Obviously, I'm seeing snippets here or there. That's the new day and age. But I know Rihanna was there. A whole host of people he did songs with were there. But what's your take on all this Jay-Z hysteria?
Well, and it's probably going to be like the premise of this entire podcast is just reality. Internet isn't reality, man.
True.
This is a complete difference between real life and what is seen and what is said on the internet. Complete different, right? And when you look at Jay-Z, if you pick up your phones and you look at Jay-Z and how he's looked at and perceived on the internet, you would think that this dude was one step away from retirement, that he was damn near broke, that he was 1 foot out of a penitentiary.
Epstein.
Nothing better, dog. Like, and I'm not, and that could be Jay-Z or anybody. When you get to this level of success, especially as a black man, bro, you ain't gonna get nothing but applause from me, man. That shit was dope, bro.
Real, and it's like, man, think about, and this is just, it could be anybody but Jay-Z or T.I., any of these guys that are family men. They've been married. Because remember, at one point, Jay-Z was big pimping, fuck them hoes. He changed, he transformed himself. He showed us how to do business at the highest level. He showed us that family is the most important thing.
Yeah, and he didn't show us all of that until Beyonce outed him and he got caught out there cheating with Becky with the good hair. So let's not mansplain. Jay-Z was not faithful to his wife. Like, stop it. Stop it, stop it, stop it. She made a whole album about his infidelity. It wasn't until she outed him, he started talking about it and doing interviews about it. And then he blamed it on not having a father.
He showed us business. He showed us political reform. He done all this stuff.
We ain't gonna act like he wasn't in Superhead book. She said he was the most respectful, though. She said he was the most respectful. And he used condoms. Okay? Like, come on now.
Great father. Great husband. And this is the person we choose to attack. That's off of mere just allegations or association with somebody. He's guilty. Nah, that's not how we rocking this shit over here, bro. That's not how we rock.
And you know what? I agree with that point. And this might rub people the wrong way. Like, we don't know why he was mentioned in the Epstein files. Do we have the capacity of which he was involved? I mean, because Donald Trump was mentioned over and over the most times out of anybody. And there's testimony from a little girl of allegations. And he's the president. I don't know. Like, it's just, a lot of people were mentioned in the files, but who was mentioned the most?
Rocking it. We need to take time to applaud what this man done. Now, if it's a proper time comes where real things come out, then we'll deal with that accordingly.
You can have criticism toward little things, but that mean you got to kick a man's back in. Or now, and it's so crazy, you can't have criticism about.
And see, do Jigga Hove got hits? Absolutely. And I think he put on a phenomenal show this weekend. I ain't even hating. But I think Hov had FOMO. I'm sorry. I don't care what nobody's saying. I think he had FOMO because everybody woke up when 50 Cent dropped that Diddy documentary. And this what my problem be with Jay-Z. He like to hoodwink the people. Like, when the whole Diddy stuff was going on, he was quiet. He had his lawyer come out here like, oh, we not friends. But y'all all over the internet in pictures together. Diddy is on camera saying he's the only one that could call me Sean. It's that type of stuff. The playing in my face, I don't like. Because we know you lying. Like, come on now. Y'all was the gatekeepers. So, yeah. It's a lot of backlash going on. A lot of people are saying the re-release of Reasonable Doubt is a flop. I don't think he cares about Reasonable Doubt making money. he made his money off of Yankee Stadium. He don't care if nobody buy it or not. It was just a marketing tool.
Numbers for Jay-Z's re-release of Reasonable Doubt are finally in, and it was a flop. And as a result of this flop, Drake wasted no time taking subs at Beyonce. And for those of you in the comment section who are going to say, oh, the numbers are not important, this was about honoring the legacy, I would like to play a clip from a great philosopher who once said how important numbers were. Please listen to Sir Jigga Thelonious.
Men lie, women lie, numbers don't.
Let's kick things off with the most alarming number. Despite Jay-Z re-releasing an album, no songs have charted in the US Apple Music Top 100 or 200 songs streaming chart. The top 3 songs in New York City on Apple are all Drake, and Drake. Shabang. Let's look at retail, DSP, streaming, and radio. Retail sales, vinyl, CD, cassette, no major first week sales, nothing on Billboard, complete dud. No published reports of Reasonable Doubt producing massive streaming numbers or breaking any sort of streaming records. We don't need it to break records, but it's not even charting. That's crazy. Nothing on radio. Getting back to Drake, y'all know that Drake loves to talk through academics and academics TV. They posted this. Been on my just in case-ish. I got a whole lot of names and dates and pictures of face. And then they captioned, damn, B ain't even post the album, alluding back to his shot at A$AP Rocky and Rihanna. What's Drake trying to say? What is Drake having to cut for Beyonce and Jay? Now, let me take my victory lap. I have nothing against Jay-Z. He's in my top 5, but I keep saying this to Jay and Rock Nation. Y'all are not going to reclaim your spot on the throne unless you address the Colin Kaepernick situations, the Ramir situations, Target, Brooklyn Nets. Y'all keep on avoiding us, the new media. It's not going to work that you're sitting down with HBO and GQ. You need to come where the real people live, and that is the internet, the real people. And this is proof. These numbers are proof that you're not going to get by with the old-fashioned way of sitting down with BET, MTV, and The Source magazine. It's 2026. I just got done recording. Make sure you check it out. Link in bio.
Okay, so there's the numbers. The numbers are in, and the numbers don't lie. And it's been a lot of controversy surrounding Jay-Z, the whole Carter clan this past year, okay? Him being dragged into the Diddy stuff, then the Epstein files, then the Colin Kaepernick situation is resurfacing, right? I talked about how Bumpmaster Flex busted that out, okay? He was real candid and honest, and how Charlemagne the Devil is a bootlicker, okay? He'll pander to anyone. It's bots. Goes to show how times have changed. Right. Did they really keep up with the times? What's going on with that Ramir situation? Right. Reasonable Doubt album flop. Everybody distanced themselves from Diddy, but they was down until they wasn't. Let's talk about it. Okay? And let's not forget about Jay-Z's first daughter, okay? So, like, I'm not turning a blind eye to all of that. He may be a very good businessman, but there's a lot of controversy surrounding his name. And I feel like Jay-Z kind of cherry picks what he wants to address. And it's a very controlled type of setting. I have a feeling he's like, oh, don't ask me about this and don't ask me about that. Da, da, da. The biggest thing about the Diddy stuff, when that fake lawsuit dropped from Tony Busby, the ambulance chaser or whatever, the biggest part is I think he was mad that they did that on the premiere of Blue Ivy's Lion King debut. Okay. All right. And this whole Kaepernick situation keeps resurfacing. So Academics, which I don't understand why he still has a platform. That's a story for another day. But him and Charlamagne the Devil, who they are one and the same, in my opinion. I don't know. Let's just get to it. Here we go. Because I could go on and on about people's nefarious reputations out here. All right, so academics blast Charlamagne over Jay-Z double standard.
Like this, right? I heard you say you said you think I work for Rock Nation, right?
You're about to do the word, the kind of like word
affiliation or whatever.
You got affiliation with them.
They're my peoples. That's a fact. I've always said. By the way, you know that I'm winning this. This is going right back to right now.
Lawrence, do you see the title? Do you see her name in the title?
Every time you talk, it's going right. Desiree's listening somewhere, or she's like, "This is probably a hidden street." Charlotte.
But no, I always say, you've heard me say this for years. My 4 entertainment idols in entertainment: Clarence Avant, the Black Godfather; Arsenio Hall, who I just published his book, his memoir on my Black Privilege Publishing imprint.
I mean, with the promo.
Petey Green,
okay,
legendary radio personality, and Jay-Z. That's no secret. I've always said that my whole career.
Yeah, but I'm gonna tell you why that's facetious, and this is why I wear the chain. Because I'm a huge fan of Drake before I had the chain and after I got the chain.
Like this, right? I heard you say you said you think I work for Rock Nation, right?
I don't got Drake has never given me $1. Okay, yeah, he sent transportation to come film something for his rollout. He's never gifted me like, yo, here's some money. Let me put you on paper. No, hold on. So but no, that's very different. I have zero business interest. Like Drake's not hitting me like, let's go half in on this business venture.
But if he did, you would. Why wouldn't you? If he called you right now, him and I just saw him and who's Aiden just did what they got together. It's something. Or he just invested in one of Aiden's companies.
Yeah, probably,
if he did that, if he called you and did that, you would. Why wouldn't you?
But I would say it.
Who said I didn't say it? You said.
You never said it.
Yo,
Charlotte.
you said verbatim.
You're doing a sleight of hand here. Everybody knows.
You said verbatim. You said Wayno exposed something. No, Wayno was correcting you because you said out of your own mouth, I saw Charlamagne advocating for Jay-Z's casino.
He was still wrong.
How was he wrong?
He said Charlamagne wasn't there. Drake has never given me $1. Okay, yeah, he sent transportation for me to come film something for his rollout. He's never gifted me like, yo, here's some money. Let me put you on paper. No, hold on. So but no, that's very different. I have zero business interest. Like Drake's not hitting me like, let's go half in on this business venture.
But if he did, you would. Why wouldn't you?
I was there on behalf of Jay-Z. Charlamagne was there on behalf of himself because he has some financial stake in the casino. Here's the thing, bro. We looked at the what was submitted to New York State. You're not listed as some like single soul entity that is an independent person. You're listed under Rock Nation. So you're there. So what he's saying is wrong. You might be there because you have business interests in that casino, but you're under the Rock Nation umbrella.
Yeah, because there's 4 entities that were vying for the bid for the casino in Times Square. You had SL Green, which is a real estate company.
Yeah.
Because they own the building, right? The building that the casino was going to be in, which was, I think, 1540 Times Square. You had Caesars, you had Live Nation, and you had Rock Nation. Anytime you're getting involved in a multi-billion-dollar potential bid, you're going to have to come in with somebody. But like, that's just a fact. Even when I saw you reading the names, I'm like, you think everybody that's under that Caesars thing works?
There on behalf of Jay-Z. Charlamagne was there on behalf of himself because he has some financial stake in the casino. Here's the thing, bro. We looked at the
for Caesars. You think everybody under SL Green works for SL Green?
No,
but you can look under the Rock Nation thing and see that everybody that's under Rock Nation don't work for Rock Nation.
Yeah, but they have that affiliation. There's nothing wrong with
And y'all said I didn't disclose it, but you read you were reading the disclosure form.
We had to go to a site to go. Charlotte,
it's public record.
Pull like this.
I was at town hall meetings advocating for this casino. I'm in the middle of
You advocated, but you never said, I'm doing this because I'm business wise aligned for this casino. And also, you know why it's a got you too? It's only a got because I know you're gonna do the I kind of said it like nobody's gonna find that disclosure. Like, come on, bro.
It was already public record.
But
the barbs have been circulating that forever.
But no one was gonna really like find that and really connect it. It's about really the hypocrisy because
tell me why it's hypocritical.
Yeah, because if you're gonna talk about whether it's crypto
for Caesars, you think everybody under SL Green works for SL Green?
Casino, sweepstakes casino, any type of casino. Matter of fact, I don't even know you to be. I'm like a legit degenerate gambler. I don't even know you to be a gambler. And so when I see you co-sign a casino with Rock Nation,
that's when you do your tricky wordplay.
No,
I never said anything wrong with casinos. I never said that there was something wrong with casinos. I never said there was anything wrong with gambling. Never. What I was talking about was the things we were talking about before. You're currently in a lawsuit with for something, right? Well, they named you with. Oh, I got it right here. Hold on.
It's a replica lawsuit that's been filed in 5 different states. They finally added me. Why? Because
this one.
Okay.
The class action complaint that was filed in Virginia, which states
it's not class action complaint. So it's one person. No, I know, but it's
but accusing the defendants of running and promoting an allegedly illegal online gambling operation while tying the platform to alleged covert payments and music streaming manipulation. That's what I was.
Casino, sweepstakes casino, any type of casino.
I was talking about. I never said there's anything wrong with having a casino.
Yeah, but
is anything wrong with gambling?
Okay, so now when we start talking about casinos, this is why I said that you have an agenda, right? Because in every casino in the world, right? Fanatic Sportsbook, Jay-Z just partnered with them. They're at Ocean Casino in Atlantic City. You know how much litigation they got? So the mere fact that they got 1 million cases.
Show me.
But this is obvious. That's what I'm saying. You're cherry picking on that.
No, show me. Show me.
Prize Picks. I work with them. Everybody works with them. I don't know.
If this wasn't Drake, he would put nuance.
Child. I can't with these two bozos. I can't. What was the Colin Kaepernick situation? What was the Colin Kaepernick? And they sat there and talked about the casino deal that Jay-Z lost already.
Yo, they trying to take me out. They trying to destroy me. They want me gone. I saw you post. I'm bringing mad security to sit down with Charlamagne because Dez might have me killed. Nobody's online saying Rock Nation wants them dead except for you.
I don't think you're tapped in.
I must not be. I could be completely wrong. You sound manic. You sound paranoid. I'm not even joking. Like, you sound manic and paranoid, bro.
Yo,
like,
no.
If I'm wrong, I promise you, I'll be the first person saying I'm wrong.
Charlotte, listen.
I think y'all both punks. How about that? How about that? I think y'all both punks. Y'all both bootlickers. And y'all pander to anybody that will throw a check at you. Leticia. Good morning. I know you want to talk about Keke Wyatt and her 12th baby, and I really don't care. I think something is mentally unstable about Keke Wyatt and why she likes to reproduce. I think she's addicted to pregnancy because after like the 10th, can we get the tubes tied? And let's not even talk about how much trouble is in her household due to the men, the revolving door men that she brings around her children. It's an unstable environment, and I really choose not to talk about it. I think Keke's very talented. I think she's one of the best singers in the R&B game, but yeah. The way she be baby farming, I'm not interested in that. All right, so the two bootlickers really just have not much to say. Okay, but there's a lot of hate coming towards Jay-Z, but regardless of that, people still want the show, right? He's still going to get to the bag regardless or whatever. I think Jay-Z had FOMO when all the hip hop boys on the East Coast was going at it. Fabulous, Jim Jones, Mano, 50 Cent, and not near one of them mentioned Jigga. Y'all get these likes up, get these likes up, get these likes up. It is what it is. If people wanna pay their money for Jay-Z, so be it. Who am I to tell you what to do? All right, real quick, let's get into the Brat and Deb, because we've been covering the Brat and Deb Anthony. We covered Deb Anthony's response to the Brat. Now, the Brat and Judy have a new show on Facebook, their reality show. And the Brat revealed that she felt betrayed by Deb Anthony because they were supposed to do a reality show called The Boot Camp to find the next female hip-hop artist or whatever. They pitched it to WeTV. WeTV declined. And then when the Brat went behind the scenes and was talking to executives, they was like, oh no, Deb is showing up to pitch the show today. And the Brat was taken by surprise because she thought they were in it together. So now we covered Deb Anthony's response. And it's crazy because I was called the racist, or my channel was called racist, because, you know, that she was a Trump supporter. And we're going to get into that a little bit because Deb Anthony has come out to explain her position on that. And I like to be fair over here and give all sides, right? So the Brat decided to respond on her Ricky Smiley show once and for all. So let's get into how the Brat feels ultimately. And I just think it's a bunch of hurt feelings here, and I think it should be taken off of social media, and they need to have a conversation. And although they may not be able to get back to the place that they were, I think they can both have clarity. But I feel like the Brat feels like Deb will gaslight her. So let's see what the Brat has to say on the Ricky Smiley show. Here we go.
Drop it like it's hot.
It's Aura 18.
All right, 29 before the top of the hour, time for the hot spot. What up, Brett?
What up, Ricky? Good morning. Howdy, I'm your girl, BratZ, and this is the hot spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get on off into it. Well, y'all, start not to address this or say anything about this, but now I have to because it seemed like it won't just go away. People keep speaking on it. So a couple of weeks ago, a clip from my show, Brat and Judy on Facebook at The Real BB Judy went viral. And in the clip, I was telling my wife about a show idea for a boot camp type show that I shared with Deb Anthony. And that we came up with it together. We put our ideas together. We both wanted to do a boot camp. But anyway, I'll get into the story. But here's some of the clip.
I was watching TV. I just happened to see Deb's house, and I was like, let me just see what this is about. The network wanted to do a boot camp show. So we pitched it to them. Me, Deb, whatever happened, they ended up saying they wanted to do something else after that. So I had been holding on to this idea for a long time or whatever, and I had been talking back and forth to Deb. I got all the receipts. I hit him one day like, yo, me and Deb need to talk to you about doing a boot camp show. You know what I'm saying? So he goes, oh, she pitching it to me today. Without you? Damn. It's kind of the same idea. It's kind of the same thing we pitched in the deck together. Some ideas were hers and some are mine. I'm not taking full credit for it, but it was our ideas collectively put together to build this boot camp. And I just didn't think she would go pitch it without me. I felt so stupid. I couldn't say to this man. I was like, oh, okay, that's what's up. And I hung up like, what the
Wow. Yeah, so that is my truth. It's not a lie. We both wanted to do a boot camp. We talked about different things that we could do. We came up with the plan for the boot camp. It's always been a dream of mine to pour into other artists. I have been doing that since the 90s. JD used to get on to me about helping so many people and not focusing on myself because I wanted them to get that feeling that I got when JD put me on. We put people in studios. We've taken them overseas, put them on shows. Anyway, let's get to the point. So we did a talent showcase on Growing Up Hip Hop ATL to gear up kind of for the boot camp because they said that WeTV said they wanted it initially. We pitched our show. the boot camp to the network, and they passed, right? They passed on it once we pitched it. We pitched it on a network call with everybody on this call. So everybody heard all of our ideas. So Deb and I text, and she told me that All Black, one of the execs, wanted to give us the show. So I said, okay, fast forward. I reached out to that exec, and he said, oh, Deb is pitching it to me today, because I said to him, I want to talk to you about a meeting to pitch the show that me and Deb, the boot camp show that we were talking about. So he said, Deb is pitching it to me today. So I was like, oh, okay. Now, I didn't let him know that I was shocked or nothing, because I didn't put nobody in my business like that. So I was just like, okay, cool, whatever. So, you know, I was hurt, all that, blah, blah, blah. Said nothing else to Deb after that to this day.
Wow.
Nothing else to that man that I talked to. That was the last time I spoke to him as well. Now, before supposedly she pitched the show, there was no call to me. There was nothing. There was no text to me. There was nothing to say, hey, I'm going to pitch our show. So fast forward, I'm watching TV, and it's probably both seasons of her show up, because I had never seen it. This was not too long ago, and I looked at it a little bit, and I was like, oh wow, it was very similar to our show ideas that we put together. Like I said in the clip, some are hers and some are mine. Collectively, we came up with that show. Now, me sitting on a panel judging a show with her don't mean nothing to me, because I've hosted talent showcases all over the world. MTV, been a judge on the Rap Game, 2007 Celebrity Rap Superstar with Kevin Hart. That's nothing. I did a favor for somebody that I was cool with. So, and I was the only celebrity judge on that panel. Anyway, that don't mean nothing. Because I saw that there was a picture put up that circled me that said she been doing this. We all can say what we've been doing for years, because we've all been doing what we do for years.
Right.
Like, I'm just trying to figure out where the lie comes in. And these are my feelings. This is what I went through. You know what I'm saying? Like, and
Are
that's
there any
how
liability stuff?
And that's how I felt. I didn't do nothing about it. I did talk to a lawyer, but I was like, you know what? I'm blessed. She can have her show, whatever it is. I did not think that it was the same show. That's why I had let it go. I was like, I'm not going to deal with it. I didn't think it would be the same show that we had talked about. I definitely knew she wouldn't do nothing like that. But when I saw it, I just felt crazy, because I felt like, dang, it's the same show. And the only reason I brought it up, because she said something about me needing clicks and views. Oh. Mommy, that's something I definitely don't need. Me and my wife spent our own money to put this show together that we have out now, because the fans kept asking, the fans who love us kept wanting to know what was going on in our life. So we put our own money up because we own it. We wanted to own it, and we can put it on whatever platform we want to. So we chose Facebook because we wanted to. And right. every inch of a coin comes from that goes in our pocket. We don't have to share with anybody. Ownership is very important, but we'll get into that another time, because anything that's on We or anything that's on any of these networks, you don't own it at all. You could be executive producer, whatever, but you don't own it. But
that's all facts. That's all facts. They pulled a Red Table Talks move, and congratulations to them for using We TV platform for what it was, and moved on and got pure ownership and rights over their own show.
Anyway, I'm more to say to finish this out on the other side. It's the Ricky Smiley Morning Show.
Time right now is about 43 after the hour, Alfred. I couldn't put that math this morning. Now 17 before the top of the hour. Go ahead, Brett.
Yeah, so I was saying, look, I'm not trying to beef with Deb. At one point in time, we had a very great relationship. We were super cool with each other. We loved each other. We looked out for each other. So when this happened, my feelings were hurt, and I just felt betrayed, and I just left it all alone. So here's some of the clip of what she had to say after my show came out, and I said my truth, what happened to me.
I ain't stole nothing from nobody. I only give careers. I give you an opportunity to come out of the poverty, to come out of everything it is that you go through. I give those ideas to people. I give hope to the hopeless, period. So for her to say that I stole a show, she's wrong. They denied that show. That show was denied years ago. So why now come up? When I came up with Deb's House, I let Brad know. I didn't just do that to them. I love it. You know how bad this is piercing me? This hurts.
I don't recall anybody letting me know about any other show. I just know that we pitched a boot camp show to the network, WeTV. They decided they didn't want to do it. So when I reached out to the executive to say, hey, me and Deb want to talk to you about this idea we got, and he said she's pitching it today, I automatically felt betrayed. Like, a boot camp show to me is a boot camp show. She's saying that mine is different because I wanted mine to be on an army base. I did. We had a bunch of different ideas that didn't go into whatever show that she's got now. But there's so many things that are similar about what we discussed, my ideas and hers, in her show that she has now. But the only reason it can't, and I don't want nothing from her. I ain't trying to get no money. I don't want nothing. The only reason it came up is because when I was filming BratZ and Judy, I was asked what other shows did I want to do. And I was like, well, I want to do my boot camp show. I'm still passionate about that. I still want to help people, as I always have. She's not the only person that wants to pour into people. I am an artist who got blessed by Jermaine Dupri believing in me. And that feeling was amazing. And I've always, my whole career, wanted to give that to somebody else. And the last thing, it was a post yesterday. And this is why I had to say something, because it's getting kind of malicious. And after I say this today on the Ricky Smiley Morning Show, I'm done talking about it. They can talk and say whatever they want to say after this. It says, stop lying on me, need views. I don't need clicks and views. Me and my wife paid for this out of our pocket. And it was an obscene amount of money that I'm not going to even discuss, but we own it. We can sell it. We can do whatever we want to do with it. It is ours. Nobody can take it. Nobody can do anything. And like I said before, all the money comes to us.
And plus, you have full creative control. Bottom line is, what I want to ask my naughty crew, should this be a deal breaker in their relationship, in their friendship? That's what I want to ask you. Because when people show you who they are, believe them. You know what I mean? I also see comments down here saying she could do her own boot camp show, just like her and Judy kicked off the BratZ Loves Judy show on another platform. She could very well do the same thing on another platform. But I'm here to ask you, do you think this is a deal breaker with their friendship? Do y'all feel like Deb Anthony was being sneaky, underhanded, backstabbing, all those things? Y'all let me know in the comments. Judy is a great businesswoman. When it comes to the money, she knows how to secure it, right? And maybe this was them putting out all that money for the show kind of led to their financial woes that they were expressing on the show. That's the other thing. Leticia said, I used to listen to the Ricky Smiley show before I moved to Brooklyn, NYC, and now I don't do radio at all. YouTube music, and Deb is lying. Leticia, you in Brooklyn, girl? I'm going to be out there August 2nd for the Angie Martinez barbecue. Ham Sandwich says something is fishy about Deb. BratZ should keep it at hey and bye. Okay, got you. I think it was definitely shady business. And if Deb was going to do that, I felt like her and the BratZ friendship was so deep. All she had to do was have a conversation with BratZ. Like, hey, I got another idea. I'm going to pitch this to the show. And it wouldn't have caused strife on their friendship. Okay, Leticia, absolutely. All right. And I hear y'all. I do feel like there's something very fishy about Deb in the way she moves. I mean, she's been in the industry for a long time. But there was another part to that Lauren LaRosa interview that I wanted to review with you guys, because I always believed she was a Trump supporter, because I was a watcher of growing up hip hop. And I remember when she said on the show that if she had to vote, she would vote for Trump right now. And then here comes Waka Flocka coming out saying like he's a Trump supporter, right? And to each his own. And I want to make it very clear. People can vote for whoever they want to vote for. They could be Democrat, they could be Republican. That is your God-given right. But when you align yourself with people such as the administration that's in office, people are going to side eye you. They're going to side eye you because how can you overlook everything? The criminal history, the Part 5 and the way they were treated and how they have a defamation lawsuit right now. Being listed in the Epstein files over and over again. The cover up, okay? The fact that he's a cheater, documented, you know what I mean? So people are going to side eye you. People are going to form their opinions. So I don't want anyone to get me wrong. I don't expect anyone to agree with me 100% or whatever, but I have my beliefs and I stand on it. I stand on it. And I don't mean to offend anyone, but that's my God-given right. So let's hear what Deb had to say about this whole situation with Donald Trump. Please like the video. Thank you, please, and thank you. Let's get into it.
I know that one of the people that a lot of people point to when they talk about how you go up the bat for your artist is your relationship with Nicki Minaj. And I reached out to you during the time where there were reports that you guys had like split in like management. And first, I didn't even know you guys were still working together. I thought you had kind of like took a step back and were just focusing on Deb's house and what you had happening. But there were reports that you guys had split because of her political views.
Oh, that was you.
Yeah, I reached out to you then because before I tried to be as like, here's what's being said and here as close to the sources I can get, what people will say, or you will say back to me. Because again, when I saw those reports, my first thought was I didn't know Deb was still actively managing anyway. I thought she was more focused on the television and the Deb's house and different things. So I was confused. So I reached out and said, hey, here's what's being reported. Here's what I will have to report because it's the only thing I have.
I thought Nicki Minaj left Deb to go under Young Money, if I'm not mistaken. Please correct me if I'm wrong. I thought she kind of like played Deb out. And that's why I was surprised to see that they were still friends. Hey, Miss Magic, she said, if what the brat is saying is true, yes, I feel like that is backstabbing on Deb's part, and maybe they can sit down. And I think the brat is done with her. I think so too.
Is this true? Is there any context to this about what's happening that I could get?
Wait a minute. Was you wasn't calling on behalf of I ain't saying people's names, but the Jasmine brand?
No.
Okay, because they kept calling too, being messy.
They were one of the people that posted the story, though. I saw their story.
Yeah, okay, because they kept calling me too, being messy. Like, one is I'm not getting into the political thing because I can't tell anybody their political views, who to and who not to like. What is democracy? Like, I do know what democracy is. You understand? Period. All right? I gotta keep asking people what's a daggone mega because they keep saying this mega thing.
Oh,
MAGA or whatever it is. And I don't even know. And my stuff, it came, I'm gonna just go here with it. Why somebody would say that because of political views when they all call me that. Also, because again, growing up in hip hop, I said, if I had to, just note what I said. If I had to vote for somebody, I would have voted for him, right? I didn't vote for him. So right away, I became a Trump vote.
Okay, but when you make a statement like that, people take it and run with it. And Deb, you know, you've been in the game a long time. If I had to, keywords, had to, which mean you would. Am I wrong? I just feel like we getting a bunch of word salad and gaslighting. I don't know about y'all, but let's continue.
Or a MAGA. I became that. I ain't arguing with that. Because one thing I was always taught, don't argue with people about two things. That's religion and politics. Okay? So I stay away from that.
But that was in 2021, right? When you said that?
Yeah, I forgot when that was. Yeah.
I think not to cut you off, but it's because when you say things like that, knowing what the world is seeing happening with Donald Trump, it's hard for people not to associate you with MAGA because that's kind of what happened with Nicki Minaj as well, too.
Yeah, but you want to know something? We all do a lot of things. You understand? If you sat here and spent your life trying to appease people, I pray for you. I am not going to spend my life trying to please people if that's what I chose to do.
So here's the other side of the coin. And Leticia, thank you so much. She said Debit said Nicki was her best artist, but I think that was a lie. And you know what MAGA is. Stop, right? She do. I feel like she's gaslighting the BS. And she voted for him. Another lie. And no, you're not wrong. Here's my thing. Because I believe that about politics too. I try not to get into too much conversation about politics and religion because it gets heated and people's beliefs are going to be their beliefs. But if that is your belief, then don't express your political views out loud, and then people won't form an opinion. Yeah. Yes. Ham Salmon says, I think she voted for him too. Yeah.
Let me explain something to you. I've been invited to the White House a bunch of times, not by him, but other things that was going on. I never got to go because it always was something that was in the way. But I don't know who out there, if was ever invited, would not show up. It ain't got nothing to do with him.
The Knicks declined. A whole bunch of people declined their invite to the White House. That doesn't necessarily mean you have to go. And here's my problem with Deb. You know you said it out loud. Stand on it. Stand on business, Deb. What's going on? Deb.
What's going on? Girl, what's going on?
Stand on business. Stand with conviction.
Ever in life, I stand on business. You drop me somewhere, I stand on business. You drop me in your hood, I stand on business. I don't feel like you stand on business. Yeah, I've been stood on business. I've been stood on business. Ever in life, I stand.
I just say stand on it.
It's just the idea of saying, you know how I felt meeting, being honored by Jesse Jackson multiple times? You know how I felt meeting Maya Angelou? You know how I felt sitting down with Dexter King, Martin Luther King's son, talking to me and pouring things into me when I was down? You know how I felt the many people that I have so much respect for, that I said that I met, that some people don't even care for today. I'm not gonna go against, I don't particularly care for Puffy, but I would not go against that man now. That's a black man still, even though I don't agree with what he did with a woman. I'm not gonna go against, I don't believe in knocking somebody down when they're already down. Lots of people call, they want to talk about that, knowing about stuff he did. Now you want to tell me what he did. You ain't tell me this stuff before. Why tell me now? R. Kelly, y'all been knowing this stuff about him forever. Black people just need to get up off of it. Make your mind up and choose your side on which side you want to be on. Period. That's how I feel.
It was on, you were talking to Big Facts. I think you were on Big Facts when that for that interview. And
which one?
When you were, they were talking to you about the whole Donald Trump thing because it was around that time in 2021, and you had mentioned.
Did she say she not going? This is my problem. What's wrong with holding people accountable? I don't care what they contributed. If they behind the scenes doing the fuck shit, what's wrong with holding people accountable? And you a woman. Child, this is a hot mess. Deb, I hate to say it.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
And that what you like about Donald Trump is the fact that you can't control him.
Do y'all think Deb's position is because she's very male identified, because she's been in a male dominant industry all these years, and she's trying to save face to keep her connections? And if she speaks out, others in the hip hop and the music industry will look at her as, oh, she's a whistleblower type deal. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments.
Do you still feel that way now?
I like anybody that can't be controlled and have their own mind, good, bad, or indifferent. You understand? I don't make it my business to follow anything that the man is doing. There's a lot of stuff going on. What we gonna do about it, sweetheart? We ain't doing nothing about our own culture. We ain't stopped doing the stuff that we doing. We ain't stopped enslaving ourselves.
You gaslighting, Deb. You gaslighting. Take personal accountability for your position.
So how somebody gonna keep talking about a white person and what they doing if we keep going against each other and keep doing the things we do to each other? You ain't trying to lift me. You ain't trying to educate me. You ain't trying to help me. You just want to knock me down and bam, you out. Look how today somebody love you and tomorrow they hate you. Nicki Minaj was the biggest person in the world that everybody loved. One time she go up there, she go to do this and that. Ain't even go for no card to try to get a card.
See, this the gaslighting I'm talking about. Because the world, it's not against Nicki Minaj. It started way before her MAGA trend. She did that MAGA shit because she was losing public favor. Number one, look at who she's married to. Number two, look at how she weaponizes her fans against other people. And she's nasty work. All that took away from her talent. It's just like Ressa Coleslaw Shields. Like, it doesn't matter what she accomplished. People, all they see now is the fact that she is a glorified side chick, which overtook her accomplishments. Deb, you got to stop playing with us. And
I don't know if she did or not, really, be honest.
I got a statement from the White House. They said that the gold card...
but the gold card wasn't real.
Let me tell you something, Deb. Would you have Kenneth Petty around your grandchildren? This some bullshit.
That it wasn't real anyway. But she became so quick that people want to throw her under a bus. They do this to everybody. They can love you so much and hate you tomorrow. Look how every get into a party now is everybody's enemy and people want to turn their back. But everybody want to be in what's happening. Everybody want to be in your corner when it's popping for you. But if one thing happened, if tomorrow one person, Lauren, put something up about you that they can say to people, regardless of what you come back and say, but it spreads out all over this, Lauren's that person. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I get you, but with the Nicki Minaj thing, I think, again, it's like people are really struggling and going through it because of some decisions that Donald Trump and his administration are making. And then she's like, you know, with our artists, we look at at them like, you're ours. Like, we want you to understand.
No, you look at them like they're inhuman. That people are inhuman, that you don't have problems. You look at...
I'm sorry. No, that's not it. We're looking at the years of her Pedialyte sympathizing. And it started with her brother and her paying for his defense after he raped his stepdaughter. Then she married Kenneth Petty, a convicted rapist. Then she procreated. And let's talk about all the hits she took to her career. Because she can't move around because of her husband. And people put Nicki Minaj up here like she deserves way better than this. Why is she settling for this? And see, this is what I'm talking about, like personal accountability. Oh, so you want to overlook all of that? You want to overlook all the heinous things that Donald Trump did through the years? Look at what he did, how he slandered the Central Park Five before they were even convicted. Hence the reason why they have a defamation case. 5 brown kids lost their lives for years behind that. And Deb, you going to tell me you going to stand behind that? Hey, Raymel, looks like you want a replay. Thank you so much for the donation. Clark is a big baby. Yes, yes. I don't know. Please, Naughty Crew, stop me when I'm lying. Like, the double standard to me, it fucking pisses me off. And shout out to Lauren LaRosa. You need your own show. Great questions.
People like, you don't have anything. And if you're going through a bunch of stuff and there's nobody helping you, or whatever it is, and I'm not talking about that situation because I'm not in that. Okay? But who's gonna help me? Who helped me? Let's go here, Lagosa. Damn Nicki Minaj, damn Gucci Man, damn all the rest of them. Okay? I bought you Nicki Minaj, I bought you Gucci Man, I bought you French Montana. I put New York back on. I did. I came in, found people from New York because my city was falling. And
wait a minute. And Dev, we give you a lot of credit for that, but none of them stayed with you. None of them stayed with you. Not Nicki, not French. What's going on? Dev. What's going? Yo, this interview is very telling.
What's going on? What's going on? Brought them to Georgia and popped the place back up and they flipped on me. Who helped me? Who? Whoever came to my side and said, wow, she did this, she did that.
And now she's a victim. Just like that.
These artists apparently they can have amnesia. Everybody can have amnesia. Who did anything? Who ever spoke up in my behalf? Who? And I gave tons of people opportunities.
I know that one of the people that a lot of people point to when they talk about how you go up the bat for your artist is your relationship with Nicki Minaj. And I reached out to you during the time where there were reports that you guys had like split.
Lauren, great interview. Naughty Crew, let me know what your thoughts are. Let me know what your thoughts are. I feel like it's a gaslighting situation. And Deb, like you're not being accountable, you're not standing on business. That's just my opinion. Not to say like I dislike or like her. That doesn't have anything to do with it. It's just like, but you are responsible for the things, the information that you put out here. And shout out to Lawrence. He said you got 37 convictions. He do. He do. It's a lot. It's a lot with the BratZ situation. And I don't know how to think. I don't know how to feel about this right now. We got into a lot. We got into Caitlyn, okay, and her being a victim. We got into the BratZ. We got into the backlash of Jay-Z. I forgot one piece because Black women are calling out Jay-Z. They're calling out Jay-Z. Let me see what y'all saying in the comments. My grandma would be like, Grandma, why are you spitting, Deb? Come on, born night, not last night. It's a gaslighting situation. Now victim. This is why I don't take help from no one. Rather get out. People like that. They don't like people. My naughty crew ain't liking it, Deb. Ooh. Robert's wife said, Deb sounds like R. Kelly on a Gayle King interview. Ciao. It's a gaslighting mess, right? She do. Now that you say it, her back against the wall.
Y'all killing me with this. I gave y'all 30 years of my career.
Robert.
30 years of my career. Y'all trying to kill me. You killing me, man. I'm fighting for my life. Y'all killing me with this. I gave y'all 30 years of my career.
Robert.
30 years of my career. Y'all trying to kill me.
You talking about that? But yet you went on to get convicted of 30 years. Deb is the type that, like she said out her own mouth, oh, it's another black man under fire, and we just not looking at the charges and all the evidence that's out there. If they were so innocent, why were they convicted? Everyone have a blessed day. I appreciate you, Leticia. I appreciate every last one of my naughty crew pulling up and going over these trending topics. I will be back later, probably around my lunchtime. We'll do a lunchtime rundown. We're going to update on some Rest of Coleslaw Crash Out. The Nolan Wells situation, you know, I have some content saved up for that, but I kind of want to wait till the autopsy comes back. I do. So we will do a show on that sooner than later, as soon as we could or whatever. Y'all like the video. Shout out to the replay gang. Please like, hype. Let me know what you think about these topics. And I'm gonna close the show with this bit about Jay-Z. And black women are furious. I just want to see what my naughty crew, if y'all agree, if y'all disagree, let me know.
It's not funny. It's not a game. And we're not selling out for $1. But hey, some people make impact. Some people make money. I guess you just want to make money.
I'm a target. Hey, don't miss that target. No exclusive. They only doing what Apple Walmart did. You shopping at Amazon, but you boycott. You posted on Instagram. That's Meta, boy. Stop it. Y'all know Google on YouTube. Picking and choosing the politicking as usual.
Surprised? No, I expect this. I just wish we would take all the pressure off celebrities. They should not be the reason that you choose to stand for things that are affecting your community. I've said this over and over again. You have a billionaire here talking about how he just undercut his own community for $1. Literally telling you like, okay, and I got paid for this, right? I'm gonna discuss it, but I want to walk through what he said. If you look at what Jay-Z said from the standpoints of logic, it makes sense. You're not going to boycott Amazon. You're not going to boycott Meta. Why are you boycotting Target? But this is why I always say history is my religion. So let's take it back some. When there was the Montgomery bus boycott, did they boycott every business? No, they boycotted every business in Alabama. They made impact. When there was the United Farmers, right? Did they boycott every grocery store? No, they didn't boycott every grocery store. They boycotted grapes and made impact. The Southeastern apartheid, all these different movements, they did not boycott the world. They selectively boycotted a specific group, because when you put your focus on something, then you can have momentum. Right. Because when there's a million bullies and you take one of the big bullies out of the group and you hit them hard, they're going to feel it, okay? And then the rest will second guess the next time they're gonna mess with you. We cannot expect the average Black consumer to be the most perfect ethical shopper. That is unrealistic to go after every corporation. But when we put our focus on something, when we're saying this thing matters so we can move the needle, so it can impact our community, so they can hit them where it hurts, like Target didn't just go after Jay-Z because it's convenient. Right. He went after you because our community made some noise. We made impact. We hit them in their wallets. We hit them where it hurts. That is where you celebrities that think these little people don't have impact. Target went from 5.2 billion to 4.7 billion. Okay, we hit them in their pockets and it hurt. Don't listen to no Jay-Z. Your dollar has impact. Your dollar makes a difference. Your dollar makes these corporations shake and move, and now they gotta think twice. So when he said the hashtags, he don't care about Twitter fingers. Really? Wow. Guess who's not laughing? Nolan Wells isn't laughing. Carmelo Anthony isn't laughing. Right? Robert Fuller isn't laughing.
Yo, I don't think it's fair that she brought in Carmelo Anthony and Nolan Wells into this situation. That's two separate situations, because Anthony Carmelo and Nolan Wells deals with the systematic racism that has impacted our community, right? That has nothing to do with the dollar. That has everything to do with your voting rights, you voting on your local level so that we have power in the laws. And this is why sundown cities and sundown states have been able to get away with just taking our lives. I think that is two separate issues. Now, we discussed this the other day about this boycotting. Do y'all really feel like boycotting is effective? Let me know in the comments, because I am not trending, and I don't shop places because celebrities shop places, right? And I told y'all, they doing all this massive boycotting, and they really not doing their homework, because if you look behind Target and all the communities they support with donating, and the fact that they still have, I know people that work for Target that are Black employees. So although the DEI program was tossed, they are still hiring people of color. They just opened a brand new Target by me in West Orange, New Jersey. I still see Black-owned brands on Target shelves. And this is what I'm talking about. When people want to follow trends and rage bait people to bring attention, and they start layering all these other issues that have nothing to do with the issue at hand. And I pose to you, Naughty Crew, is boycotting really effective? And before we jump on trends, do your homework. I encourage you. And I have to stop her there, because one situation has nothing to do with the other. Hey, sweet goodie. So true about what? Can you clarify? I'm tired of this. Like, okay, James says it's effective for the wrong reasons. It's a lot. It's a layered conversation. It goes deeper than what she's saying. And does the weight of that go on Jay-Z's shoulders?
These people are not laughing because these are real everyday people whose families are impacted. It's not funny. It's not a game. And we're not selling out for $1. But hey, some people make impact. Some people make money. I guess you just want to make money. And Haiti said slavery was over. You think slavery just was over the day Haiti abolished it? Right. No, baby. Haiti went and helped other continent. We had to go and help everybody else get their freedom. It started with one and then it trickled down. Don't act slow. It's not funny. It's not a game. And we're not selling out for $1. But hey, some people make impact. Some people make money. I guess you just want to make money.
I'm a target. Hey, don't miss that target. Those exclusive, they only doing with Apple World Market. You shopping at Amazon or you boycott? You posted on Instagram. That's better, boy. Stop it. Y'all know Google on YouTube. Picking and choosing the politicking as usual.
Surprised me.
It's a selective outrage, if you ask me. Let's go to this next clip. And I forgot to do stuff.
The response that Jay-Z thought he was going to get, did it actually happen? I don't feel like he dropped any bars. And I'm so sad to say that I was wrong. I thought that a response like this was beneath Jay-Z. I can't believe that he would compare an average everyday American and consumer shopping on Amazon to how he side-doored Black people in the middle of a freaking boycott. Jiggaboo. Oh. If we're talking about selection, we did not select Jay-Z to be the voice of the culture. Jay-Z positioned himself time after time again. He's a billionaire. He's a business mogul. He has been one of the major faces of hip hop, and he's always acted like that they are doing so much for the culture. And so now you cannot be upset that people are with a microscope looking at what you're constantly doing while we're trying to make new headway. Come on. But like I said, I am a little bit let down, not because I put any faith in any man or any celebrity, but we see Beyonce all the time, and she's never addressing the things that is being said about her. And I'm thinking maybe this is something that she got from her husband, but clearly her daddy must have taught her. Okay. The response that Jay-Z thought he was going to get, did it actually happen? I don't feel like he dropped any bars.
But then on the other hand, what about all the people he did help? It's a sticky situation, I believe. It's a sticky situation. I don't know. I just really say the bottom line is we need to stop putting so much into celebrity at this point. They have choices, right? It's crazy. It's crazy. I don't even know what to feel about the situation, to be quite honest. And it's a lot. It's a lot. All right, let me do this Stefan Diggs and we're going to get out of here. I forgot all about him. Now, Stefan Diggs is being sued again. All right, this time by Mel. Shout out to Hollywood Unlocked for this next clip. Stefan Diggs calls out Chris Blake Griffin and tells him to post the alleged 100 pages of text messages. And Chris responds, okay? So Stefan Diggs posted, he said, Mama's a ninja lying on my name because he got caught stealing. I ain't paid a dime. He sued the building. It's easy to run with a misleading headline. If it's text messages, tell a post them cause I want to see them too. LOL. Like, this case is here because I sued him for defamation. Trying to act like this ninja is a victim because he's lying. It's crazy. 100 pages. Okay, post them then. And at the end, when I prove that ninja is a liar, a something ninja, then what? You gonna make another post? So Chris clapped back. He said, my name is Chris Blake Griffin, not BITC8. If there were to be a signed agreement in regards to settlement in the West Coast case, it would likely exist within the world of having to remain confidential. A hypothetical agreement like that will also likely contain some type of verbiage in regards to amicable respect between the involved parties, where we don't make disparaging comments about one another publicly. I've kept it overly diplomatic as we await trial, where a judge and jury will help the public at attention decipher between who's real, who's fraud. Yet situations like Mr. SMD speaking on me like ignites a desire inside of me that wants to turn this next up to give y'all the show I know y'all want to see, especially knowing that I speak in matter of fact versus unsubstantiated lies. Exhibits exposed and discovered unlocked before day one of the trial on an app like a damn fool. But it's a trick. Yes, Mr. SMD, I sued my old apartment building and the security company. That's public knowledge. They in turn sued BratZ Diggs, his brother, Corey Darnell Mack, Charlie Chap Jordan, and Mr. SMD, which is how you got involved in the suit. That's how lawsuits work. And seeing as though you publicly represented by counsel in that case, you should know these things. All of this is public knowledge. The walls are closing in on your homies. It will make you panic, and I'll understand that feeling all too well. Now that's what he said. Now thanks to you. Just like when those elevator doors were closing in and BratZ signaled for you other two hired workers to come make an attack on my life while robbing me to bring my jewelry straight to you on video in broad daylight. Child, you are currently jobless. That's public knowledge. The home detail in my Maryland police report, where I detail a essay, rugging, robbery taking place under your roof, it's for sale on Zillow now. That's public knowledge. I tell you to use your initials on next steps between us in this form. but I won't tease a fun boy like you with a good time. SMD, leave me the F alone, and I'll see you where it matters most, before a judge and jury. Best regards. He ain't playing. So ultimately, when he sued, the accuser settled $10 million lawsuit with the MFL star's brother after getting jumped. Okay, so he settled with the brother, but not Stefan. This is a big deal, and I'm gonna keep my eye on this case. But Stefan, man, you got some explaining to do, and you may have got away with the hair of your chinny chin chin on that last case, but this boy ain't letting up. This boy is not letting up. Right, there's many issues that CBS closed in Detroit and Target picked it up. Yep. Lawrence, where are you from? I need to know. So I'm confused unless you do research. Are you shopping and dollars coming back to the community? Child, he said it all except posters. And now that homeless, but he did say it all, Mr. SMD. Y'all know what that means. Ciao. Hey, Brie, I see you over there. Yo, Stefan, brother, it's time for you to get your ducks in a row, because I feel like the walls are closing in on you. Lawrence, where are you from? I need to know. All right, that's all I got for you, Naughty Crew. That was the last story, I promise. And we'll be back later to get in rest of Coleslaw Crash Out, updates on Remy Ma, or whatever. Yes, see y'all at lunch. I love y'all down to the ground. Shout out to the replay game. Let me know what y'all think. Until next time, Naughty Crew, I'm out. One.